Oh, so much better. Heck yeah, dude. My friends, welcome back to the channel. We have a problem. Subaru doesn't run right. So it's back in the garage with the hood up. How fun is that? We need to verify the timing on this engine. When I put this engine together, I know I timed it correctly. One thing I didn't do, which I found out later, was bench bleed the timing tensioner. And I think that's where our problem started. When we did the first start of the car, everything was good. Engine was running smooth. There was no loss of power. Nothing like that. But when we went on the first drive, I think that giving it throttle made the tensioner bounce, and when doing so, the timing belt slipped on one of the cams. But now when we drive it, we hear a clicking sound, and our AFRs are all over the place. The engine is pulling timing like crazy, so we need to try and diagnose what is going on. I'm like 99% sure that the timing slipped. The question is, how much did it slip? Let's start tearing into this thing. Well, now all there's left to do is pull this timing cover off. We'll put it at top dead center, and we'll see if our suspicion is right. We're going to pull the cam side first, and then we'll pull the balancer and pull the main cover. Alright, so we have the timing covers off, and I have it fully timed. Crank sprocket lines up with the oil pump. Cam gear lines up with the timing covers. You can't see it, but the exhaust cam and the intake cam, the double lines on the bottom are lined up. And then here's where we run into an issue. Here's the problem. The intake cam is lined up perfectly, but the intake and exhaust cam are 2 teeth off. So that right there is why we were getting a misfire code on cylinders 2 and 4, as well as loss of power and it not running correctly. Subaru has a variance of if you're more than 3 teeth off, you'll cause interference with the head. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to retime this engine real quick. Ensure that everything is good to go. We're going to throw a new timing tensioner on, and then that should fix our problem. If we would have let that go any longer, we could have said goodbye, brand new motor. But thankfully, Subarus are kind of easy to work on. So let's get this timing belt pulled off. Everything's at top dead center so we can get this line back up. Okay, so that's kind of where we have it at now. We have the engine retimed, and it's about a half a tooth off now, which is normal for Subarus from what I've learned. Crank is lined up. That's lined up with the timing cover. That's about as close as we can get it. So let's start this car just to make sure. I'm gonna put a radiator hose on the bottom where the water neck is, put it down into a bucket just in case anything comes out. We're not going to run it for very long because we have no cooling system, so we're going to start it, let it run for a second, shut it off, and then we have to check timing again. I was talking to one of my buddies who's worked on Subarus for a very long time, and he did say that that should be close enough for it being in time. I don't know how it got out of time in the first place. I'm assuming the tensioner skipped and it jumped timing. So hopefully we didn't hurt any valves, but let's start it up and let's find out. So when we started it, it was a little rough at start. I don't know why that would be, but I just triple checked timing again. That marks good. That marks good. And that's off half a tooth, which is normal. Everything over here is lined up. I'm gonna start this up again. I'm gonna double check, make sure it's running good. We're still not getting any knock or anything like that. I'm gonna scan for codes really quick, and then we'll double check, and we'll make sure that everything is as good as it can be. Okay, we're fully timed back to where we were. The only thing we haven't done is a cooling system yet, just in case something goes wrong. I don't have to waste all of that coolant again. So let's hop in this car and let's get it turned on and verify that our timing is correct, which it should be. We have a brand new tensioner. The belt is brand new. Everything's brand new. It's back in time. So we shouldn't have an issue. That is running so much smoother than before. But I think we finally got that dialed in. Well, that's good news. I didn't hear the clicking anymore, so I'm assuming that that's exactly what it was. It was an issue with the timing. I now know that it's probably back in time. It is starting up a lot smoother. I do think we have a fuel delivery issue though as well. I need to check the grounds on all the fuel system stuff, all the fuel system wiring, make sure that's good to go. But let's go ahead and throw a cooling system back in this, and we can let it run for a lot longer till it gets warm, and then see what's going on there. Well, we got all that knocked out, everything put back in. I did end up pushing the car out of the garage. So when we fired it up the second time, the clicking was gone. It sounded a lot better. It started a little rough, but I think that's because I had some of the fuel lines off. So, rebuilt fuel pressure. We're gonna take a data log, but first we need to bleed this cooling system again. So we have the spout sticking up. I gotta fill it up with coolant. We'll start it up and get all the air out of this system, and then when it's warm, we'll go for a drive. We're back up and running. Let's go see how it operates. Oh, so much better. Heck yeah, dude. So the loss of power was due to our exhaust cam on our cylinder 2 and 4 being 2 teeth off out of time with everything else. Now it drives like a dream. Also, just found out we still have a clicking, but it's very slight, and we have no exhaust leaks. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that clicking is the injectors. Our fuel pressure, our AFR, we have no knock. For a base map, this is pretty good. So we're finally able to go put some miles on this car and do some legit data logs. Oh, this feels so much better. Before, when we were driving this, it was pulling so much timing. It was probably pulling like 15, 16 degrees of timing when you would blip into the throttle. And now it's nothing. It's dead even when you're blipping into the throttle at 12, 11 to 1. I'm not used to large injectors, so these D-Schwartz injectors are not the largest you can get. They're fairly large. They're 1,000 cc's. I was doing some reading and they are pretty noisy, so I'm assuming that's what it is, but the clicking from the timing tensioner is no longer there since we have a brand new OEM one installed. And that took care of all of our issues, is getting that retimed. Just take it as a note, if you are going to be doing the timing on your Subaru, The Gates kit isn't bad for all of the bearings and the belt, but definitely go buy an OEM Subaru tensioner. It'll save you so much heartache and hassle in the end. Don't be like me and have to pull your timing covers and retime your engine again after you already did it when it's in the car. It's not that it's hard. It definitely is, there's more challenging things, but it is not the most fun thing in the world. Let's log a 1 through 4 pull of just normal driving, first gear through fourth gear, and staying out of boost. This thing sounds so good with the tile BOV on it. Dude, I can't believe I built this. This thing's gonna be so fun. Oh, I can't wait. So probably now that everything is running perfectly, I want to do about 50 miles, and then we're gonna change oil, and then we can get into some fun stuff. Well, boys, we did it. So she is back, fully timed, not pulling a single lick of timing. It is running flawlessly. That clicking I'm hearing is the injectors. Speed density is working great. The base map is phenomenal. So now we need to send off those logs that we just did, and we need to go hit up the tuner, make sure that he can send us a revision, and then we can start really breaking in this engine, putting some miles on it. And once we do that, then it's going to be some wide open throttle pulls, and it's going to be a blast. I don't know if you can hear it off of this microphone, but the turbo whistle on this, even at vacuum, is ridiculous. Still, the blow-off valve still does what it needs to. It sounds badass. We're ready to start making some power now that this is fully complete. I should not have to dig into the engine anymore unless catastrophe. But that's where I'm going to wrap up today's video. I appreciate all of you guys sticking around. This has been a freaking journey, and to have you guys along here with me doing this is pretty sweet. So thank you everybody who's tuning in. It means the world, and I'm ready to do some wide open throttle pulls in this thing. I can't wait to feel it. I'm gonna start driving this a lot more, stack the miles. We're gonna start wrapping this here in the next coming videos, and I'm excited for you guys to see the color. I think it's gonna be pretty sweet. We are going to have to do something about the chrome, but other than that, I'm going to end it off here. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.